Hello everyone, welcome or welcome back. If it's not your first time here to the Library of Phoebe, I am Phoebe, and today I wanted to do a little TBR cart refresh since it's practically autumn, I would say. In my autumn starts in August when you are an autumn lover, and it actually has been kind of like cool weather around here recently, like definitely September weather. So I think it's about time I get into some fall reading because fall is my favorite season. It's my birthday season, my birthday month. It's coming up September, first half of September. I will be getting another year older. So I want to be reading my favorite books starting in September. So I need that atmospheric fall vibes. So before I film the next TBR video, this thing really needs a refresh. So I think what we're gonna start with is by going through and seeing which books from the TBR cart I'm gonna keep on the cart, because some of them just feel timeless or feel like they have a fall, at least maybe September energy to them still. I'll start by making like 3 piles of yes, we'll stay, maybe we'll stay if there's room, and then no. So let's start Things Fall Apart by Chinua Achebe. I think this will go in the maybe pile. Oh. Jason and Medea by Apollonius of Rhodes will go in the yes pile. The Edible Woman by Margaret Atwood will go in the maybe pile. Emma by Jane Austen. No, this feels very summer to me. Naked Lunch by William Burroughs. Yes. Charlotte Bronte's Jane Eyre, yes. And then these 2 little black classics, Circles of Hell by Dante and On Murder, considered as one of the fine arts by Thomas de Quincey, are both going to be yes. The Essential Emily Dickinson will say no. Great Expectations, also no. Lord of the Flies by William Golding, also no. I, Claudius by Robert Graves, yes. Everything is Tuberculosis by John Green. We'll put this in maybe. An Alternate Cultural History of London, Ontario is going to go in yes. Far from the Madding Crowd by Thomas Hardy will go in maybe. The Odyssey by Homer will go no. 100 Years War on Palestine will go yes. The Road by Cormac McCarthy, maybe. 100 Years of Solitude by Gabriel Garcia Marquez is no. Love in the Time of Cholera is a maybe. And Memories of My Melancholy Horrors, also by Gabriel Garcia Marquez, is a yes. Then we have Beloved by Toni Morrison. That will go in maybe. Lolita by Vladimir Nabokov will go in yes. The Terrors of the Night by Thomas Nash will go in yes. 1984 by George Orwell will go maybe. Petronius, the Satyricon, and Seneca, the Apocolocyntosis. Said it first try. It just takes a couple months, and by a couple months I mean like 8 months to finally say this right on the first try. But this is going in yes. Socrates' Defense by Plato will go in yes. As You Like It by Shakespeare, no. Travels with Charlie by John Steinbeck is also no. Treasure Island, also no. The Little Friend by Donna Tartt is maybe. 2 Towers by J.R.R. Tolkien is yes. Candide by Voltaire, maybe. The Goshawk by T.H. White, I think that's no. The Waves by Virginia Woolf will go no. To the Lighthouse by Virginia Woolf is a maybe. Orlando by Virginia Woolf is yes. Selected Poems of William Wordsworth is no. Demon Copperhead by Barbara Kingsolver will go no. And then we have Arlington Park and Saving Agnes by Rachel Cusk. We'll go yes for Saving Agnes and no for Arlington Park. And these ones up here are just all gonna stay the same because this is this month's TBR and this is most recent purchases. So yeah, now we have 3 big stacks here. And I'm gonna go through my shelves and find unread books that I think fit this season. All right, I've got a big stack and 3 rereads that I want to put on the cart. I've never put rereads on the cart, but I figured it might be fun and might actually help me get to prioritizing rereads. So in the big stack of unreads that I want on the cart, I have A Tale of Two Cities by Charles Dickens, Crime and Punishment by Fyodor Dostoevsky, The Mysterious Affair at Styles by Agatha Christie, Harland, The Yellow Wallpaper and Selected Writings by Charlotte Perkins Gilman, The Metamorphosis and Other Stories by Franz Kafka, King Lear by Shakespeare, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, and then a bunch of collected Euripides, A Little Life by Hanya Yanagihara, Demons by Dostoevsky, Villette by Charlotte Bronte, Brideshead Revisited by Evelyn Waugh, The Furies by Janet Hobhouse, Daisy Miller and the Turn of the Screw by Henry James, Dracula by Bram Stoker, and Chess Story by Stefan Zweig. So, and then, let me tell you the 3 rereads. I've got Adventures of Huckleberry Finn by Mark Twain. This actually feels much more summer to me, but I want to reread this so that I can read James by Percival Everett, so we're starting with this. And then Letters to a Young Poet by Rilke, and Conversations with Friends by Sally Rooney. The fall is when I read this for the first time, and I kind of feel like I need a comfort book. This is one of my favorite books of all time. It'll be 3 years since I read this for the first time, so that's fun. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to start by putting all of the for sure ones that I want onto the cart, and we'll see how much room we have for the maybes. Okay, so you can't really see, but there is that much room left on the cart. I'm gonna pick some reads from the maybe pile to put onto the cart. Okay, let's see. There's also some room up top, so. Okay, the cart is all full. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 books left over, and I'm just gonna put these on the back of the cart so that when this empties out, I can refill it with these. And now we can kind of go through what's on the cart. First, I'm gonna count how many books we managed to fit on the 2 tiers of the cart that are actually like being switched out. And that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. 40 books, and that'll be probably over 3 months before I decide to change it out for winter in probably December or just before December. In theory, I could read all of these books probably in 3 months, because what's that, like 13-ish books a month, but I won't, because I'm gonna stray from my TBR, and there are gonna be some months where I probably read less than that. So my goal is not to finish all of these in autumn, but just to like prioritize them and think about them and choose from them. So here, without further ado, here's the final list of these 40 books. So first, Apollonius of Rhodes, Jason Medea, Naked Lunch by William Burroughs, Jane Eyre by Charlotte Bronte, The Light by Charlotte Bronte, The Mysterious Affair at Styles by Agatha Christie, Saving Agnes by Rachel Cusk, The Circles of Hell by Dante, On Murder Considered as One of the Fine Arts by Thomas de Quincey, Tale of Two Cities by Charles Dickens, Demons by Dostoevsky, as well as Crime and Punishment, some of Euripides' plays, some stories by Charlotte Perkins Gilman, I, Claudius by Robert Graves, Everything is Tuberculosis by John Green, An Alternative Cultural History of London, Ontario, Jeanette Hobhouse, The Furies, Henry James, Daisy Miller, and the Turn of a Screw, The Metamorphosis by Franz Kafka, 100 Years' War on Palestine, Memories of My Melancholy Whores by Gabriel Garcia Marquez, Beloved by Toni Morrison, Lolita by Nabokov, what is this? The Terrors of the Night by Thomas Nash, 1984 by George Orwell, The Satyricon and the Apocolocyntosis, Socrates' Defense by Plato, Letters to a Young Poet by Rilke, Conversations with Friends by Sally Rooney, King Lear by Shakespeare, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde by Robert Louis Stevenson, Dracula by Bram Stoker, The Little Friend by Donna Tartt, The Two Towers by J.R.R. Tolkien, The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn by Mark Twain, Candide by Voltaire, Evelyn Waugh's Brideshead Revisited, Orlando by Virginia Woolf, A Little Life by Hanya Yanagihara, and Chess Story by Stefan Zweig. Let me know if you've read any of these. I would really love to know, and like let me know your thoughts on them. Should I get to them fast in this fall, or like is there a certain fall month you think that they would be best read in, or did I get it completely wrong and these should not be read in fall and instead in a different season? Please let me know. And thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time, and very soon, with my September TBR on this beautiful new TBR cart on the Library of Phoebe. Bye!